So I don't know.
40 years plus 7 years.
2499 is the closest.
So 40 years plus 7 years. Yes.
Okay?
So we have a problem.
Okay, so we have, I think that's one. There is, I've seen a few Sfarim who discuss this thing about the missing, is about missing 150, 160 years or something like that.
Oh.
That's a lot of years to miss.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say 1 or 2 years.
So the date this time past in Simna is not exactly the correct date?
No, it could be about another 160 years further along the line.
Is this a very major decision of changing? Is it a very major thing to change, to bring this?
Sure.
So would it need who? Would it need? Or just the best in here, not to.
920 or 920.
Okay, let's go and continue.
Yeah, we only have 75 years.
How much?
75 more years till Mashiach comes, so we have a little bit.
Well, for sure. I mean, according to that calculation, there's 160 years missing, and we haven't got long to go to the year 6000.
Good behaviour?
No, that's right.
Pretty bad, pretty on the best behavior.
So if we can,
The way things look happening in the world, looks Mashiach's going to be a little bit quicker than 65 years. So let's hold on
So we
tight.
have more than 200 years then.
Say that prayer. Blessing
More than
around
200
the gap every
years
day.
left.
You say that?
According to our calculation, 5778, it means there's 222 years left. It could well be much less than that. I don't know.
So 160 years off, then you would subtract that.
Right. But anyway, okay, let's see. We didn't finish the Rashi yet. Okay, make, even though you didn't keep the Shemitahs during, as it was, I mentioned this how we started off, during the first temple period, they didn't keep all the Shemitahs. Nevertheless, keep Yovel the end of 49 years. Right, the simple explanation of the pasuk is Yalu l'chol cheshbon shnois hashmitos lemisbar mentes. The calculation of the years of Shemitah should total for you 49 years. Why is the Torah need to mention that? And I said before, is that you shouldn't think, well, okay, you know what, I'll make 7 sets of 7-year cycles, but not necessarily consecutively one after the other. So Torah tells you, no, you make a 7-year cycle, then immediately after another 7-year cycle, that your total of 7-year cycles, 7-year cycles will total 49 years. So there'll be no gaps in between. That's the what the pasuk is telling you. Okay.
Complete counting. Can't miss the counting.
Sorry?
So we have to be counting it.
Yes, actually it's not an obligation on every individual, as I've learned from it, it's an obligation on Bezdin. Each Rosh Hashanah they would announce, this year is number so-and-so year in the 49-year cycle, 50-year cycle. Okay? Yisrael Me'ah, Pasuk Tes.
Yes. Without the shofar trua, Chodesh Hashvei should sound.
Yes, very good, correct. Should sound the
Trua.
Local blast.
right. The wailing, should we say, true as Rashi is going to explain, over here, elsewhere. True as a wailing sound. Okay, the wailing sounding shofar. And the 7th month, 10th of the month. What day is that?
Yom Kippur.
Correct.
Yom
Yom Kippurim, on the Yom Kippur, Taviru shofar, you should sound the shofar b'chol haaretz in all your land. This was a mitzvah in Yovel, in the Jubilee year. Not only did they blow shofar on Rosh Hashanah, but they blow shofar on Yom Kippur as well. And, interesting enough, the Gemara says, not only did they, just like on Rosh Hashanah, we have a special Yusuf, where there are 9 brachas, 3 brachas beginning, then 3 middle brachas, Malchus, Zechronis, and Shofaris, and then last 3 brachas at the end, we would say Moedim and Sim Shalom. Similarly, on Yom Kippur of Yovel, the Musaf davening also had 9 brachas, just like it was like a Rosh Hashanah Musaf. And then as well, they also used to blow the shofar. It's like the demolition. So it's like that.
That was during Musaf.
So it was during Musaf, like we do, basically a thing. And, but that was once in 50 years. Yom Kippur, yeah.
They blow it?
Also the same idea.
Same.
Yeah. In fact, we blow 30 but it's only because we have a suffix. What is a trua?
Right.
Really, what the Torah prescribes is 9 sounds. 3 times tkiya, trua, tkiya. The more learns it out, we learn one from Yovel, from Rosh Hashanah out from Yovel out from Rosh Hashanah, and on Yom Kippur of Yovel, we've got to blow 9 sounds. 3 sets of tkiya, trua, tkiya. Okay?
So no shvarim?
Well, the Gemara says we don't know what a trua is, because this is what the pasuk says over here. Kavata shofar terua. So it says you've got to make a trua. What is a trua? That the Gemara says we're not sure what it is. Is it a trua sound, what we call a trua sound, which means or is it a shvarim sound? Whatever. A short means a longer than a trua sound, but shorter than a tkiya. According to everybody, that's what it is. And some say what is a trua? A combination of a shvarim and trua. That's why we do all 3. So that's why we have 3 sets. Tkiya, shvarim, trua, tkiya. Tkiya, shvarim, tkiya. And tkiya, trua, tkiya, because we're not sure which is the correct one. Okay?
Yep.
Let's see the Rashi. Okay? Vahavarta. You have the Rashi, Yisromer?
Yeah, Lashon.
Vayaviru ko b'machane. Lashon hachroza. An expression of an announcement, pronouncement. So therefore, this Chazal learn out, you should sound the sound. You should sound the wailing shofar. That's Lashon, as we said before. Vahavarta means making a sound with the shofar. Okay? That is similar to a town crier. They use a bugle or whatever like that, right? So instead of using a bugle here, the Torah says use a shofar. Okay? The Yom Kippurim.
Yom Kippurim. Mashma Shalema.
The Yom Kippurim. Right? From the fact the Torah says it's on Yom Kippur. What date is Yom Kippur? The 10th of the 7th month, 10th of Tishrei, 7th month. Don't I know it's on the 10th of the month? So what the Torah says over here, it's going to be the 10th of the 7th month on Yom Kippur. That's tautologous, because we know when Yom Kippur is. Rather to tell you, Tkiya be'asor lachodesh derech Shabbos b'chol artzachem. The Tkiya on the 10th of the month, meaning on Yom Kippur of Yovel, is derech Shabbos in all your lands. In Tkiyas Rosh Hashanah derech Shabbos b'chol artzachem ela bebeis din bilvad. Right? That the Tkiya of Rosh Hashanah is not derech Shabbos in all your land, but only in Beis Din. It's interesting. The Farshim asked on this that Rashi seems to indicate that there's a basis in the Torah that we don't blow shofar on Rosh Hashanah when Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbos. That's what it sounds like from this Rashi. So they asked the thing that the Gemara doesn't say that. The Gemara says that the Torah did prescribe even if Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbos, you must blow shofar. The Chazal said, no, don't blow it because maybe we're going to come to carry the shofar in the street. Okay? And therefore Chazal said no shofar when Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbos, no shofar. Okay? So however the Mefarshim explained over here that first of all what Rashi is explaining is only a hint. It's not a clear halakha. But what the ikar thrust of what Rashi wants to say is that even though Chazal did make a institute that we shouldn't blow shofar when Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbos, but when Yom Kippur of the Jubilee year falls on Shabbos, even though technically should be the same reason you should make the same takana, the Torah indicates over here, no. Come what may, whatever reason you may have to push off and not blowing shofar on Shabbos, that on Rosh Hashanah that falls on Shabbos, but when Yom Kippur of Yovel falls on Shabbos, in all circumstances you've got to blow shofar. That's basically what the pasuk is telling.
So we're going out from Tkiya on the 10th of the month, right?
Right. The Torah repeats it. Yom Kippur, 10th of the month, Yom Kippur, whatever, come what may, you've got to blow shofar, even if it falls out on Shabbos. Okay. Shlomo, did you read yesterday?
No.
No. Okay. So pasuk Yud.
וקידשתם 8 שנת 50 שנה וקראתם war באורץ לכל ישביה יאמר היא תהיה לכם ושבתם איש אל אחוזתו ואיש אל משפחתו כשובו. So it's to sanctify and they sanctify the 50th year.
The Kiddush, and you shall sanctify.
They shall sanctify the 50th year, and they will call it freedom.
Freedom. You shall have pronounced freedom
in the land
for
and
all
for its inhabitants. There should be a yovel.
It should be yovel tiyelochem.
And you will be
Shavtem. Each man among you shall return.
Oh.
You shall return.
Shavtem is a Shabbat.
No. V'shavtem, you shall return.
Oh, you shall return each man to his holdings, and each man to his family.
So you shall return.
They shall return.
You shall return.
You?
So it's really what you have to translate this word. You, every man among you shall return to his property, to his holding, and each man among you shall return to his family.
Right.
Okay. Let's see Rashi. The Kiddashtem shall sanctify. You have the Rashi bottom line in the first copy.
Okay. The
Kiddashtem, it should be not Kiddashtem. Kiddashtem.
Mekachin Ota.
Knisasa Mekachimosa. When it begins.
Beitin. Yomim. Mekudeshet. Hashana. So you will
the Knisata, when it enters, when it begins.
Begins and
Bezdin
will sanctify it to you?
Then she says she'll sanctify it and they say
that it is sanctified.
Right. So it's an obligation on Bezdin, the Kiddashtem, you shall sanctify, meaning Bezdin as representatives of the people, they shall sanctify the year.
It's called freedom. Vadim, Bain.
Lavadim. What are Vadim?
Vadim is
for servants.
Workers.
Bain,
whether Nirtza or whether
Shalom, Kololoi, Sheish, Shonim, Mishen, Nimkar. Okay, let's stop a second. Okay.
Nirtza.
What's a Nirtza?
Singed.
The earpiece.
What is it?
Oh, earpiece. The one who had his ear pierced.
Pierced. Or bored.
Ear pierced.
Or bored. More bored.
Bored, yes.
With an awl.
Bored?
Bored with an
Bored,
awl.
like in B-O...
Oh, whether their ears have been pierced, I see.
Oh, I see. Bored. Oh, whether his ears have been pierced or whether not.
Or whether Shaloi Kololosh, or whether his 6 years, his 6 year term being a servant was not up yet, from when he was sold.
Right.
So whether, it doesn't matter, if the Jubilee year comes in the middle of his term of service, of his servitude, then he goes out free.
That's free.
Okay.
Said Rabbi Yehuda.
Mahu
What is the language of freedom?
What is this expression? What is the expression of Jeror?
Kev Midayer.
Beidaira means somebody who can shadar b'kol mokum shu roitze ve'eino b'shus acher. This term means he can dwell wherever he likes.
Oh.
That's what it means, a draw. Draw means...
He can live wherever he
right? He's free to be of no fixed abode. Right?
No.
This is the slave.
Yeah, but it means till when he was a slave, he was under somebody else's jurisdiction. He wasn't free to live where he wants. Now he becomes Deror, means he's like a free
Agent.
Free agent, right?
Take your pick.
So he can live where he wants.
This says that this applies to the person whose ear was pierced.
Or it means previously
or
the Jewish servant
who hasn't finished the 6 years.
Well, either he had his ear pierced and technically therefore he remains a servant till the Jubilee year, or if he didn't, somebody at the beginning of his being a servant means let's say 4 years before the Jubilee year he got sold as a servant. So technically his standard term should be 6 years. But since the Jubilee year comes first, he goes out after when the Jubilee year comes. Okay, but anyway, crossing Dero should announce draw, meaning freedom. In what aspect? In what what's the sense? In what sense does draw indicate freedom? Draw means somebody who is allowed to live anywhere that he wants. He's not restricted before.
So my question is, how can this include the person whose ear was pierced when it says when the ear is pierced that he stays a slave forever?
So if you look at Rashi says, the Gemara says that forever doesn't mean forever.
No, because it says the body not giving us out.
Because we learn out from over here that Olam means Olam Shel Yovel. You have a Chumash Shmos, I'll show you. Yeah, this is where that in Mishpatim it says the servant, the servant who gets sold, and you have the one who the servant gets his ear pierced. Here. If the servant says, I love my master and my wife, my slave wife and my slave children, lo yitzei chofshi, I don't want to go out free. His master shall bring him to Bezdin, and bring him to the door or to the doorpost. And the master shall pierce his ear with an oar, and he should serve forever. That's what I'm asking you. Says Rashi, Ad HaYovel, up to the Jubilee year. Maybe it means he serves forever. No. Talmud Leima, this wasn't here in our Pasha. The Isha Mishpachtei Teshuvu, when Jubilee comes, each person returns to his family. Mavid Shechamishim Shona Kriyim Olam. This tells us that 50 years, the Jubilee year, that's what the Torah means forever. The Loshe Ovde Kol Yom Shana, they just have to serve always 50 years. And Ovde Ada Yovel, he serves until the Jubilee year, Bein Somoch Bein Muflog, whether the Jubilee year be far away or close by. That's what the Torah says. He's got to serve till forever, means forever till the coming Jubilee year.
So does that mean that every time we see the word Le'olam in the Torah, it means till the Jubilee?
No. No, but it does mean that with regard to slaves and regard to fields, landed property. When we say that somebody sells his field, okay, and it says you can sell it forever, right? You would have seen it later on in the parasha over here, it talks about selling fields, that you can't sell it forever. To when is it sold? Till the Jubilee year. Okay? We have just finish off the Rashi on the pasuk here. Yovel he, carry on Shlomo. Shana Zois.
This is a year. No, I don't.
This year, Muvdeles Mishar Shana.
Right, okay. It says, okay. Shana, this is a year of the separation
It's
from
separated
the rest
from
of
other
the
years. Kivas Shem Lo Levada, by having it been named by a special name.
The Kivan is special?
Yeah, Nekivas means fixing a name.
Okay. Good. Fixing a name for it to that it's alone.
It means for it alone. Only it alone has that name.
It's alone.
Umashma, what is that name?
What is that name?
Yovel
Shema. His name is Yovel.
Al Shem.
The name of that's the name
on account of Tekiah Shofar.
Fixed for the shofar. No, Tekiah.
Tekiah Shofar. Right? Now, what does the word Yovel mean? Yovel is a ram.
Ram's horn.
Yovel is a ram, Yuvla.
Ram's horn,
Ram. So it's a part of the ram's horn. That's why it's called Jubilee, because that's the time when you blow the ram's horn.
Yeah.
What?
It's more
What's the Yair? I use the ram, no?
That's what the Gemara says. Lama taking the shofar shalayim. Why do we use a ram's horn on Rosh Hashanah?
Because that was
To remind us of the
Abraham.
Akedah Mitzvah.
Right.
So that's why, and similarly just like on Rosh Hashanah we use a ram's horn, and similarly in the Yovel we also use a ram's horn.
Finishing off.
Okay?
We're finishing off.
Here, guys.